Well, welcome to this episode of Punching Through, and I'm really excited to speak to and get to know a little bit better Mary Kittrell-Kinkaid. Mary, thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure being here. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the things that we kind of like to sort of hone in on and talk about are certain experiences or moments within our, career that really impacted us in making some what at times may feel like tough decisions. Others don't feel like they were tough at all, but pretty monumental. But when I, think back to what do you think was one of your more pivotal moments from a career perspective that really kind of shaped your leadership or shaped your decision to go into leadership? What was pivotal from a career perspective?
Sure. Well, as an entrepreneur and leader, both in the payments and staffing space, I encounter tough decisions on a pretty regular basis. But one particular instance stands out when my firm faced a critical challenge with one of our key partners, and they were failing to perform. So it became evident we needed to make a tough decision and bring all of the functions that we were working with that particular partner in-house, just to ensure the continued success of our business and our customers' satisfaction. So navigating the situation required a pretty multifaceted approach. I led negotiations with multiple direct partnerships and established staffed internal operation infrastructure, had to secure the financial resources to support the transition. Additionally, I communicated transparently, with all of our customers about timelines and managed due diligence processes and policies. It was quite a monumental level of sacrifice, dedication, and commitment. But we were able to execute the transition in 6 months, and that was well ahead of what we were told was the typical time frame of up to 18 months. The decision was critical, though, not only to ensuring survival of the business, but positioning ourselves and the company for future growth and success. So through that process, I learned that agility, resilience, strategic thinking, learning to navigate tough decisions as a leader, and remaining focused on what our core values, fairness, integrity, growth, we were able to overcome those challenges. And I believe we've emerged as stronger leaders and as an organization as well as in our space.
No, that's great. And thank you for sharing that story. And I think one of the things that resonates with me that I think is the underpinning that either leads to a success when you're driving change or not is, you said the word commitment. And so you have to be resolute and really resilient in your continued commitment, because boy, probably there might be days where it feels a little bit easier to tap out than it is to continue to push on through. So I give you a lot of credit, and I love the words that you used in describing, that challenge. When we think about and we talk about, leadership, and this is in the month of, celebrating women in leadership. When you think about either individuals within your sphere, your network that have been mentors to you, that have helped you, or those that you are helping and mentoring, what are some of the key elements and the key stages and things that you feel are helpful in that?
So I have to draw back, I think, on my own personal experience that helped shape my leadership style. One particular was a mentor early in my career by the name of Embry Robinson. I was put into a promotion very quickly, a management role after joining the organization, and I was pretty frustrated with varying performance levels of some of my team members, my reports, and the discrepancies of their results. So Embry's wisdom just helped me to emphasize that expecting a uniform performance from every single team member wasn't realistic, and not to measure them against my own expectations of myself. He helped stress the importance of recognizing, tapping into every single member's capabilities, that as a good manager, rather than managing that person, managing the success of the actions and the contributions. So I've tried to apply that approach to my leadership, and I think it's worked. Looking around the team that we've been blessed to develop and grow, I see a lot of empowerment in each of them, a lot of growth in each of them. So I think it really kind of goes back to what challenged and shaped me early on in my management style that I've applied, and I've seen it. I've seen the proof of the pudding, let's say.
No, that's great. And I think that one of the things when I reflect and I look back and sort of my earlier management days was I've realized that the better way to be an effective leader is to, you know, change your style. So as you said, don't expect everyone to operate it the same way or to your personal expectations of yourself, but really identify with each individual. And I always said to people, I feel like I need to be a bit of a chameleon. And once I figured that out, I felt like I was engaging and connecting with people because I realized, oh, you need this and you need that. And those are two very different parts of me. And when you're with your team, you can be a certain way, but then you'd have to kind of morph a little bit and be a bit of a chameleon. So what you just said completely resonates with me. And I think I had a bit of that aha moment early on in my career as well.
Yes, exactly.
That's great. Well, listen, Mary, thank you ever so much for joining me today. I always love these because I personally get a couple of important and interesting nuggets for me to take away as well. So thank you for that. And thank you for those of you who've tuned in to this episode of Punching Through and looking forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again, Mary.
Oh, my pleasure. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks. You too.
Bye bye.